As you're getting close, another one of the hurdles that you have, in addition to trying to mix entertainment with something that you're learning from, is the QA process that a game like this has to go through. So you not only have to go through technical and gameplay checklist, but you've got localization QA to do as well. So talk a little bit about that and the challenges and how you deal with that aspect of it too.
So that's been the biggest hurdle. Obviously, day one, it's a language learning game, so it's going to have to be a lot of time and money and effort spent on LQA, language quality assurance. LQA sends a shiver down many of our spines in the team whenever we mention it, because we know it usually means something's been changed, or there's a potential that something's not lining up. And especially, as I say, piling on 10 languages, certainly, we didn't pack light. We didn't pack light. We were going shooting for the stars here. The biggest issues have obviously arisen from the more difficult to learn languages. Your Chinese, your Korean, your Japanese. A lot of these deal with the character romanizations. That's something that's been a challenge. But one of the best parts of this process, and one of the coolest things of this process, I mean, you say we've got mostly positive reviews, and I would put that down to the relationship that we have with the community. The community has been integral at catching small things that otherwise we wouldn't have noticed. You can get LQA. You can have someone go through and make sure everything that you want this to say or translate, has been translated accurately. That does not mean what you handed over to get translated in the first instance actually makes sense. So for my part in this 2.0 update was a lot of just going over and over and over the English translation and really diving deep into, does this English make clear and concise sense to anyone playing it? For the most part, it certainly did. But then we found out very quickly, I've got a whole host of, we'll just change this word, or we'll just slightly change this grammar. And then you realize, but then that has to change across 10 different languages. And not only that, to you, it may just be, I'll move this one word or remove this comma. That should be fine just to translate it like that. That's not the case. As anyone who does language translation can tell you, one single word can change the whole meaning of a paragraph, a sentence, even a small quotation. So those have been really interesting challenges. You can perceive that, with a little bit of hindsight, but at the same time, it's a case of trial by error. And I think what's been fantastic about the fact that there's a lot of multilingual members within the studio, and then around the peripheral of the studio, we've been able to outsource a lot of that to, you speak good German, fluent German. Could you play through the German a couple of times to see if you could find anything? You know how to speak more than 3 languages, right? Well, you're screwed. You're going to be playing the game for about
Welcome to QA.
yeah, quite literally. But I think collectively as a group effort, the idea was to get as much of that done that we could in-house, and then have that kind of quickly checked over by LQA, whereas the more difficult ones that we don't speak certainly needed a lot more attention.